Hello, my furry friends. My name is Fuzzycup and welcome back to Skybees, episode 9, maybe? I think? Yeah, I think it's episode 9. So, last episode, we basically got a AE system started. Now, between episodes, I've gone ahead and done a lot of behind the scenes work, including moving the storage area over to there. I've also managed to make a few more bees, mainly the mechanism ones, because I now have osmium compressors to do the refined glowstone and refined obsidian ones, and the lithium one. So we only have like the more difficult bees to go. I also just realized that I'm not gonna need those ones up there. Maybe I can just tear those ones down. Yeah, we'll do that if we need to. Anyway, back to what I've been doing. So I've added a few things to the island. First of all, I have made these travel anchors. So these travel anchors, they're very easy to make. Just ender pearls and iron, which we have quite a lot of. So I can use this travel staff to just point at one of these around the islands, and I can, if I get close enough to the Botania one, there is a limit, there we go. I can just boop over to there, Astral Sorcery, blood magic, like that. And speaking of blood magic, I have finally made the proper altar. Now this is completely different than I would normally do, but thanks to, let me just look up his name, AA Gaming. I looked at one of his videos, and basically this is what he made. Now, unfortunately for me, I made this a few blocks too low. So whenever I do need to use the sacrificial knife, I need to do it here, then run down a few steps, let the thing glow yellow, and then come back up. But that's a small price to pay for 120% extra sacrifice. Although, if you notice down here, I do have andesite and diorite because I don't have the proper magician's orb, I think it is. I don't have the magician's blood orb or the master blood orb to make the worn stone path and the obsidian path. But that's a future fuzzy thing. But for now, I really, really, really want to get these apiaries upgraded. I did turn this guy here into an apiary tier 2, and that just took so much crafting. We have everything for it, it just takes so much crafting, and I think what would make it much, much easier would be two things. One thing would be wireless crafting, which I will do, and the other thing is auto crafting. We need to start getting some AE AUTOCRAFTING set up, which is why I moved everything here onto a brand new section of the island over there, so I can maybe get a little bit of AUTOCRAFTING set up here. So for AUTOCRAFTING, we need to make ourselves a few things. We need some crafting co-processing units. We need crafting storages. I'm going to go up to 16. Maybe even 64. We need some molecular assemblers. We need some pattern providers. I don't see those on the list. Where is the pattern provider? Ah, well, I'll find it eventually. But and then for the wireless, we will need a wireless terminal, a wireless receiver, and quite a few wireless boosters to boost the signal around all of my islands. So, also between episodes, I did manage to get a few of these made up using the different inscribers. So it should be easy enough for us to make more circuits that we need to get this done. So let us start with the wireless terminal. So we need 2 of these, and we need fluix pearls for that. So I'm going to grab some fluix, and I'm going to go over to my brand new mechanism crusher. Pop them in there. Thankfully, I don't need to use the quartz crusher anymore. Maybe I should get the upgrades from here as well, just to make that a little bit faster. Let's make 2 fluix pearls for 2 of these guys. Then I need to make a ME terminal, which I should have most of the stuff for. I just need to make a logic circuit. Boop, boop, boop. 1 terminal. And then I need to make a dense energy cell, which is energy cells, which I need more fluix dust for, and a calculation processor. Boop, boop, boop. 6, 7, 8 of those. One of these. And finally, one of you. And thanks to my flux system, I should be able to charge this up in my inventory, put it into a curio slot, which should be one of these. Or maybe we don't have a curio slot for the AE thing. Anywho, then we need to make one of these wireless access points, which is a fluix cable, another calculation processor, and the other wireless receiver we made earlier. Boop, boop, boop. Like a so. This guy can be popped up on top of here. There we go. Then if I shift right click, I should be linked to this. No, wait a minute. Are we out of power? Uh-oh. We're out of power. That is not good. We're coming to a little bit of power there. Maybe I can make a couple of flux plugs quickly and pop them over here and put this into the system also. That should help a little bit. And let's get the other two done as well, I think. That is mildly worrying that we are out of power. I suppose it's also time after we get this done, probably set up the power reactor, which is just in time because now that I have this system, I can import and export things quite easily to other areas of the island. And if I pop down here, I should be able to fit the reactor in here. Okay, so power is starting to come back in one of these at least. So we're safe for the moment. Let's take a quick sleep. Grab some ender pearls. Link this guy to here. Or not. Do I do that? Oh, is this a version that I need the security terminal for? That is quite annoying. Okay, let's make up the security terminal. So I need a 16K ME storage, which is just a bunch of crafting of these in the dissolution chamber. And then another engineering processor. Okay, give me a few minutes and I'll have that done. Okay, just 2 more logic processors. And I think I should have everything needed to make this security terminal. So it should be able to make one of these guys with one of these and one of these and one more of these. Okay, there's the terminal, the chest, and oh my god, boop, boop, boop. One security terminal. Yeah, this better work. If I put you here, and put you in here, now I should be linked. Nice. Now I can make some boosters. Wait a minute, that's a wireless terminal. There's no wireless crafting terminal? There's no wireless crafting terminal. This displeases me a lot. Well, at least I can throw stuff into the inventory. Okay, well, after that rather disappointing discovery, let's just hop into autocrafting. So like I was saying earlier, we need to get a co-processing unit, a couple of crafting storages, maybe 3 or maybe 2, and a monitor as well, one of these guys. And we need to get molecular assemblers and the ME interface because I believe what I'm used to using is a pattern, but in this version, the ME interface is kind of the pattern. Also need to get ourselves a pattern terminal, which should be easy enough. Just a lot of sequential crafting. And then I think we also should probably look into getting some smart cables too. Maybe some dense smart cables, which are also quite easy to make. They are just fluix dense smart cables around a color. These are just redstone and glowstone. I think these are just wool. For these, yeah, wool and fluix. So let's see. I shall make the pattern terminal first. So I need an engineering processor and just another one of these guys, which is another one of these guys, which is another one of these guys. But I think it's probably a good idea just to make up a few, maybe 10 of each of these. That way we're not constantly stuck crafting stuff. Boop, boop, boop. you don't want to listen to 60 boops. I'll be right back. And a final boop, boop, boop. Short time later, now we have quite a few of these circuits done, or processors in this case. Let's throw them in here, and now we should more easily be able to make this stuff up. So this thing here will allow us to make patterns that allow us to do autocrafting. So if I make up one of these blank patterns and pop you in here, I can say, I want to learn, or I want to teach this system how to make a pattern. So if I do this, say move items, this here will put 2 quartz, 3 dust, Certus quartz, and iron into the molecular assembler and the ME interface that we're going to make, and that will in turn make a pattern. But unfortunately, we don't have a molecular assembler ready, so that's the next thing we need to do. So 1 molecular assembler, 1 ME interface, some FluX cables. Let's just for the moment run it over here. I will tidy this up in a minute. Don't panic. Let's put this guy up 1 higher. So let's put our molecular assembler here and our ME interface here. Now I know I can use a hammer. If there is a hammer in this mod, maybe it's the wrench is called the Certus wrench. Okay, maybe I can use this guy to yeah, there we go. If this is pointing downwards, it means that this is going to directly put it in there. I don't know if it's necessary or not, but I know that I prefer having mine pointing into the thing that I need. So what I need to do now is I need to put this pattern in here. So patterns, which means I can go over here and I can say, I want to craft 5 patterns. I go to next, start. I can't because I don't have any quartz glass. So then we go quartz glass like so. This is the recipe. Put it in here. I need another pattern. So if I grab that pattern and put another pattern in here and I say 5 quartz and 4 of any glass, I can leave it on item substitutions because it can then use the clear glass, honey glass, whatever glass is there. Do that. Put you in. If I want to craft patterns, 5 of them, I can say next. Now, here we go. We have all the available items, but it says no crafting CPUs are available. And this is where the code processing unit and the crafting storage come in. So code processing unit is easy enough. It's just a crafting unit and an engineering processor. And this is just a couple of different processors. Now this one's going to be a little bit more difficult to make because I need to make a 64 ME storage component, which is 9 of these and 9, a lot of these. So I'm gonna once again grab a ton of redstone, ton of glass, ton of quartz, and I'm gonna do some storage cell crafting so I can get that 64K storage thingy. This rain is how I feel right now. It's so repetitive. Okay, that's 27 of these, 9 of these, make 3 of these, which make 1 of these, which I can then use one of these guys, and I just get another one of these, like so. And I can craft this guy with this guy to get a 64K crafting storage. Nice. Then we just need to make our crafting code processor, which is another crafting unit with a engineering processor. I think I have one of those. I do indeed. Nice. So let's pop you here, you here, and that will form a multi-block. You'll know it works when it turns into that kind of different color and it actually connects to the pipes. But first of all, let's have a quick sleep. And now, hopefully, we should be able to craft a pattern. It says we have everything. Start. over here, it should use this thing to start the crafting. And right here, we have a pattern. It was that fast. Nice. Let's pop you. And let's maybe ask for 10 of those. It says available 20. Everything else available. Start craft. You'll see over here, it's crafting. Nice. I think in newer versions, you get a little notification up on top of the screen to tell you when it's done, but you know, can't have everything. Let's put all of these guys in here. And now I would like to start auto-crafting apiaries. Unfortunately, I think I need maybe 3 more interfaces because the apiaries themselves take honeycomb, nether stars, and beehives, but then the beehives need to be crafted, so that's like 4 crafts, but then the actual beehive itself needs to be crafted, which is a craft in itself. So I'm just going to start encoding things and I'll get back to you when I have something done. Okay, not too long later, I have made 4 more molecular assemblers and another interface, which thankfully connected properly next to each other, so I think it can all be used together. I don't really know this version. It seems sort of primitive compared to the AE2 I know. But in here, I have all of the patterns. I have hive tier 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then apiary 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping with the coprocessor down there, we have enough with the 64K crafting to actually craft this craft. So let's see. If I can maybe make an apiary tier 1, it says it will do it. Okay, I'm okay with this. Go. Is that it? Oh, wow. That was it. That's good. Do I have apiaries in there? No, I do not. Why don't I also take this apiary here and throw it in the system? And now I maybe ask for an apiary tier 4? No, don't have enough honeycomb, and we don't have enough bites, I think. Maybe? Let me just check the pattern for this guy. I can say allow substitutes, re-encode that all the way down with these guys as well, and hope this time it works. The apiary tier 4 next. It still says missing. What about an apiary tier 2? That says it's okay. That's crafting. Oh, I think the arrows are making it so that it only uses this molecular assembler. Maybe if I left it unspecified, it would use all of them. We'll have to see about that. An apiary tier 3? That's doing something. It's really going through the beeswax. Wonder if I can make acceleration cards. Should be able to make some of these. And then put you in there. There we go. That's much faster. We have tons of honeycomb. I just think the computer is not recognizing that it's able to use it. I'll need to do a little bit of tweaking, but I think a tier 3 apiary, which we have, nice, should be good to start upgrading these guys, because the tier 3 apiaries give the instead of giving honeycomb, they give honeycomb blocks. I'm gonna grab some bee jars. I'm gonna take these guys out like so. Break you. Put in the tier 3 apiary. That's reconnected, and I'll put all of you guys down. Oh, they take so little time now. There we go. The first honeycomb blocks in. They seem to take a little bit longer to process, but it's 9 times as much. So yeah, I think as soon as we get this guy done for all of them, although we do seem to be lagging behind a little bit. I'm a little bit worried that I'll need more of these eventually if we're going to get all of these into tier 4. But again, that's a future fuzzy problem. Time to get these guys all upgraded to tier 3 apiaries. Okay, I'm restarting the world. I have not been able to autocraft at all since after I made the 3rd tier 3 apiary. I made 2 separate setups thinking maybe that was wrong. which took me over an hour. I redid all of the patterns to have substitutes as yes. I just don't know why it's not letting me do apiaries. I want a tier 3 apiary. I go to next. It says I have everything. I don't need to craft very much. Start. It doesn't do it. Let me just check these recipes and see if maybe there's a problem there. I honestly do not know why it's not working for me anymore. Maybe if I take you guys over to here with you and merge it into one super thing like that, and maybe you guys go on top here and you go there, give you all your cards back. Apiary, tier 3, next, start. No! I want you. Okay, it is the next day. I have taken a while to calm down. I was getting so annoyed with this thing last night. I have fiddled around with this so much. I added a crafting monitor. I added more of these crafting units just to make sure it turned into a multi-block. I did this in a cube like it said it was supposed to, because apparently having them in like little star shapes is not viable in this version. And it still wasn't working, so I went for lunch, came back and changed absolutely nothing, and now it's working. It's making tier 4 apiaries. So that's that problem solved, maybe. But now the other problem, if you can tell from this mess over here, is that the tier 4 apiaries are not keeping up having two apiaries per centrifuge. So I've made this one its own, and it's kind of not keeping up either, but it kind of is. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make, what was it, three more of these guys, move all of these guys up here with their own little system while I slowly upgrade the tier 4 apiaries. Oh, that's one thing that I just don't understand. The recipes. I have in all of these recipes using substitutions, yes. It will not use substitutions. It just says, no, you don't have enough honeycomb. So I AFK'd overnight and added 2 more of these little normal bee guys to make sure we had enough honeycomb just to make the tier 4 apiaries. It's been a trial. But yeah, I'm gonna get these all done up, do a few more of these casings. Then I think we'll do something relaxing, like fighting the Ender Dragon, you know, just to relax after all this mess. Oh God, AE, why do you do this to me? Why?
A few minutes later.
Okay, 25 minutes later, things are looking a lot more pretty, because the pretty police dictates you must have everything looking pretty. And it looks like, of the 4 tier 4 apiaries I have, they are starting to clear out of the backlog. Yeah, that one's completely clear now. Okay, so the backlog has been cleared, which proves that 1 of these per apiary is enough to do this. So I'm just going to quickly see what I need to do. This is a 3, this is a 1. I'm going to upgrade all these to 4-star, or tier 4, not 4-star, and we'll get away from this fiasco. Okay, so we have reached the final apiary. Unfortunately, because this whole not being willing to substitute different blocks, I think I can only make the tier 3 for this one. Let me just double check. Start. Yeah, I can make a tier 3, maybe. Okay, I can. Oh, that was actually really quick. So I can make a tier 3. Can I make another tier 3? Craft 1 more of those. No, I can't make any more of those because I'm waiting for honeycomb to come in. So it's actually for this empty one here anyway. So I'm hoping with the 2 normal bees in here, it should produce a ton of honeycomb regardless of if I'm here or not, because it should be, I think, chunk loaded. If it's not chunk loaded, I can always do this here and put that chunk loaded. like so. So what I did say before all of this was I wanted to go to the end, and I was looking on how to go to the end, and I found this guy. Telepastries. You can make a cake into an end cake and eat the cake and basically just be teleported to the end. I'm just wondering, seeing as that Wither fight was so bad, I'm thinking I may need to do a little bit of, you know, bee stuff. Maybe get the Terrasteel bee or the Elementium bee, just so I can get some good armor. You see, the Terrasteel armor is actually quite good. I say quite good? Is it quite good? I'm not quite at the level of getting the draconic armor because, you know, you had to fight a dragon and stuff for that, but I think I might be able to get the Terrasteel bee. Let me just remove this stuff from my pinned list. And what do I need to make the Terrasteel bee? I just need a Mana Steel bee to fly over a terrestrial agglomeration plate, which is runes, block of Mana Steel, and lapis. I can make one of those quite easily, but what do I need for the Terrasteel nectar block? I need, yeah, there we go, 2 blocks of Terrasteel, and that's where the issue will come in. Maybe we just start and see what we can do with that. Okay, so the terrestrial agglomeration plate, I should have everything to make that. I do indeed. Then I need a lapis block and some living rock, like so. I also need to make something called a spark, one of these guys. Let's make 5 of you, and you'll see in a moment why I need those. Let's pop over here. So the terrestrial agglomeration plate is a multi-block. And if I grab out a shovel, I do a little bit of this, then we do boop, 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 boop. Oh, I need more lapis. At least I had some use. Like boop, 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 boop. And I think that one in the middle with this on top makes the terrestrial agglomeration plate work. Then, in order to get the mana from these pools, I can do this. These should be done. And then I put this guy on here. These sparks are basically like wireless mana transfer. So if I use this to make some Terrasteel, which is this guy here, which is just a Mana Steel, a Mana Pearl, and a Mana Diamond, I should be able to use the mana from here to put it into here, and it will do the recipe. Now, I think it's very mana hungry, so I'm going to actually turn on this guy again, just to keep on going with the mana. I'll also turn these guys off. Like so. They were just my off switch in case I was going to waste all that stuff. But I should be able to get some diamonds. A couple of stacks of ender pearls. Why are the ender pearls not connected to the system? That's why, because you didn't finish putting the thing over. There we go. There we go. That should be some ender pearls. Okay. And what was the other thing we needed? Mana Steel, which we should have a lot of because I have a Mana Steel bee. Boom. So if I pop over here and using these mana pools over here, not this one, because that has the you see the way it's glowing on the bottom, that has the this guy, the alchemical block underneath it. So if I do this to make some pearls into mana pearls, and then maybe let's get a half a stack of diamonds also, I should be able to do this, and this, and there we go. It sucks the mana over and turns it into a Terrasteel. Nice! So I just need 18 of these and another one of these, and I should be easily able to make Terrasteel bee. And because we have tier 3 and 4, all tier 4, now we should be able to get Terrasteel really, really easily to make that armor. The only thing is, do we have enough mana to do this? Because those 4 pools are not going to go very far. So barely one block in, we are out of mana. I'm gonna take these up then, and just do a little bit of AFKing maybe, and we'll see if we can get that second block. Just in case you're wondering why I'm not doing daily uploads anymore, this is why I'm not doing daily uploads anymore. The first half of the pack, very, very quick. You could just, plow through things. Now, you just really have to wait all the time.
Many hours later.
So, I've been AFK. I went to the gym, I made some dinner, got some stuff done. And I must have been standing just a little bit too far away from the Rosa Arcana because I have 202 levels. I'm surprised I wasn't killed by phantoms. Anywho, let's do this like so. That should start siphoning stuff away because I have put sparks on here as well as over here. These all seem to be full actually, so maybe we can make our final 9 Terra Steel like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's slowing down now. 6, 7, 8, and finally 9. Nice. That means we have enough to make our 2 Terra Steel ingots, which means we have enough to make the Terra Steel B. Well, the B nectar block. The B was quite easy. We just need to make another one of these and put it in that conversion chamber that we have underneath the island. I'm actually going to turn you off here, just so we don't cause any lag. 203 levels now. And let's go and make a agglomeration plate. Oh, we still need a rune of mana. Okay, if I remember correctly, you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. You go here for a moment. Boom. Now we make one of these guys. One of these and these. Boop. At least I think it was that B. Better find out, I suppose. Yeah, it was correct. Nice. We also need 2 blocks of Mana Seal Honeycomb, which I just need to stop this processing for a moment. If I was the Mana Steel, is that you here? No, you're Cobalt. X, are you Mana Steel? Yeah, you're Mana Steel. Okay, so I need to change you to Blacklist. May as well take this guy with us, seeing it's not connected anymore. It has, like, what, 1024 buckets into it, which I don't think we really need anymore. I wonder if I could just attach it, like, here. Would it work? Why are you in the hive? Are you locked in the hive? I left all of these guys locked. That's why I wasn't getting any honeycomb. Ah, that's been like that for a few hours. Just a few seconds left, and then we should get a 4 mana blocks. I think, is this a tier 4 or 3? This is a tier 3, so we should get 4 blocks of mana, or 4 blocks of Mana Steel. Terra Steel B Nectar block. Go. Where do we put you? We put you in the new hive. Yay. Do you? Nice. Oh, look at your little... You have a terrestrial agglomeration plate as a butt. That's just weird. So you... I think I'm set up. Oh no, I don't have a sender module for you. One sender module. Boop. And a boop. How are these guys doing? They're not too bad. They're still backing up, but they're not backing up much. And it's only that one that seems to be backing up. Did I do a silly on this one? Oh, he's not even connected. I didn't take the honey out. That was wrong with it. Okay. Oh, that's why that's not working. We don't have any range upgrades. I wonder if I do... Where are you guys gone? I have some halfway ones here somewhere. There we go. If I do this, I think it's a distance thing. We need an intermediary modular router. Like so. Okay, hopefully that will decongest quick enough. Ooh, that's a lot of backlog. Good thing we checked all these. because some of them were just a little bit out of range. I'm gonna have to call this episode Crisis Averted, because I've just been running from crisis to crisis the entire episode, and I've forgotten to put the camouflage, not camouflage upgrades, the muffler upgrades. I need 6 of these. This one has mufflers, this one now has mufflers, and you now have mufflers. It just stops the laser beams. I think the laser beams were causing quite a lot of lag in the end. You know, there was so much beams everywhere. Okay, let's check this guy for some terrasteel or not. We just lost our terrasteel bee because there was no thing in it. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. 1 apiary, tier 4, next craft. Still not enough to craft. I'm gonna temporarily put 1 in. I'm gonna see if I can find that terrasteel bee. I was a bee, where would I hide? Do you want to go back over to the Botania area? Oh, I'm gonna have to make another one, aren't I? Boop 2. Boop. Okay, now that we have terrasteel, let's go about making the terrasteel armor. Now, I think I have all of these runes of spring, summer, autumn, and winter. If I don't, they're easy enough to make. But I think you actually need to, you need to make the mana steel ones first. So let's make up 1 of each of these guys. There's a helmet, chest plate, pantalones, booties. Nice. Throw those all in there. Now we get to make... Oh, I need some living twigs. Okay, let's hope that's enough. The terrasteel helmet, terrasteel chestplate, terrasteel leggings, and terrasteel boots. And finally, the most favorite weapon I've ever played with, the Terrorblade. Mainly because... Pew, 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 pew. It's a pew pew sword. And I am almost sure I can upgrade these in my new setup here. So I have no idea what this is. I literally looked online and I asked for a good setup. Oops. A good setup for apotheosis craft enchanting. I don't even know what Eterna, Quanta, and Arcana is, but I just know that it makes things better. So I made some of these enchanted hell shells, which actually took bloody ages, to be honest. A couple of skulls and a couple of mana pylons. Yeah, apparently it helps. So let's see what we get here. Good thing we have those 200 levels as well. Boom. Reaper 3. What the hell is Reaper? Reaper 3, sweeping edge and knockback. That's not the best. Rebounding, protection 6, and protection 5. Okay. Fire protection, thorns, protection, and rebounding. Feather falling 6. Wow. That'll be good for the dragon. I'm going to do a few rerolls, and I'll get back to you guys when I have something good. I look like the Predator. Oh, God. I forgot how ugly this armor was. I'm just gonna hide this stuff. Now, the problem with this is I can't fly anymore now. Does Botania do a bow? It does do a living wood bow, but I think that's just a normal bow. Crystal bow? Oh, I can't get Dragonstone yet. I need to get the Elven Gateway first. Maybe I just make a new bow, do a little enchanting. Unbreaking, power 6, flame. I mean, that's not too bad, and I think I have a lot of arrows. We have 60k arrows. We should be okay. Okay, so the question is, do I just go in blind and fight a dragon and hope for the best? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? So let's see. We have the end cake. I just need 8 of those, and I need cows. Do I still have that egg? I do still have that egg. Phew! Mr. Mushroom, you can live down here. As long as you provide milk, I'll just, pretend that we agree that you're allowed to live there. Got 1 cake. Makes 1 end cake. I'll put you here for the moment. And I think there's an overworld cake. Magma cake, ender slime, blood cake, earth slime cake, overworld cake. This guy. One more cake. And one overworld cake. I assume I need the overworld cake to get back if I want to run away like a scared bear, which might happen. Okay. Let's do this. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is going to be a very difficult fight. Oh, come on, Fuzzy, just do it. Or not. Have an open hand? Do I need to be hungry? Oh, great. Oh, nice. When will this work on a dragon? Maybe it's not a bad idea just to leave the iron jetpack on just until I get all the crystals? Maybe? Okay. Okay, we have the dragon's doing its thing. One. Two. Three. Dodge and weave, Fuzzy, dodge and weave. Four. I think I looked at an Enderman. 5. 6. 7. And finally, 8. Okay. Okay, I know there's an Enderman angry at me somewhere. This guy. Just die. Not too bad, even with only 3 pieces of armor on. Was I worried about this fight for nothing? Have I really been damaged that much by the wither? Ooh, she loud. Wait a minute. I mean, I won, but she can regenerate? Okay, let's take care. Oh, there's the dragon heart. Take care of these guys. Grab all of our XP because we don't have enough, obviously. Where did that egg go? There it is. Boop. That was much easier than I thought it was going to be. Like, I'm scared something bad's going to happen. Ooh. Ooh. We can go get some chorus to make the chorus honey block thing. So we have an NB and we have an RGB. So if we use this guy and get this, we don't just need 2 purple blocks. We can also go get an elytra. Yeah, why not? Now, little bit of chorus fruit or chorus flower. Then we can grow some more of this when we get back home. Okay. Now let's just quickly look for an end city. It's gonna be a lot easier now that I can fly. Ooh, what are you? Are you an end slime island? Ender slime dirt. Ender slime island. I don't mind if I do. There are no things to the north. You know what? Let's just keep going north. Why not? What is this ore glowing in the ground? You are dimensional shard ore. I don't know if I need that, but I may as well grab some while I'm here. Also, is there draconium anywhere? Draconium. There should be ender draconium ore. The end, the void, small and yeah, it should be here somewhere. End city spotted! Ooh, it's a big one too. Doesn't have a ship though. Huh. Hey, at least we got our some of our purple. God, I hate these mobs so much. Did that just drop a shulker box? Or is that a head? Anyway, it's oh, a saddle. Great. A mob soul. Oh, that's nice. Okay, well, better continue. Find my ship and head home. Aha! Ship spotted. Hey. Boop. There we go. 1 elytra for me. And one. No, not my dragon head. How very dare you. As I was saying, one dragon head. I think I just saw over here some. Yeah, I did. I saw a gateway. Let's just pop in here. Okay, let's just pop in there. Nice. Pop home. Actually, I'm gonna have a quick look and see if there's any draconic or draconium around here. Where do I get? Oh, there it is. Whew, I'm glad that does not despawn. Aha! Draconium ore. Yeah, I think that's probably, after this, enough. Let's go home. Wee. Okay, guys, beat the pack. That's it. Okay, goodbye. Just a joking. Okay, so now that we have Chorus and the dragon head, I believe I can use that dragon head with this guy to get a dragon bee spawn egg. And maybe I just go between episodes and get another dragon head. I know we don't need to, but my rule is that I make 2 of each bee. But yeah, first let's go ahead and get that end bee and the end block and make ourselves a dragon bee. A boop, boop, and a boop. Ooh, and dragon egg. And for the nectar block, ooh, we need 2 eggs. Looks like between episodes, actually maybe even on the Hang with Fuzzy, I'll do another dragon fight. I mean, it was very easy actually. But yeah, I think that might actually be it for today. On my Hang with Fuzzy, I'll probably do the dragon bee and I'll make the draconium bee, which I think is quite easy. Yeah, that's very easy for us. And then next episode, we're probably going to be getting into Draconic Evolution, which is actually a very fascinating mod. So, if you did like today's rather hectic, chaotic, problem-solving, maybe not solving, episode, please give me a like. I do deserve likes. After today, I really do deserve likes. And while you're down there in that little section, why don't you do a little bit of a subscribe? I'm really, really looking forward to getting to 2,000 subscribers. I've been working hard for many years making videos. And I think, you know, if you give me a subscribe, it'll be worth it. You can just leave off all notifications. You'll never see my videos again. But for me, it'll mean a lot. And why don't you join the Bear Cave, where you can get notified when I do my Hang with Fuzzies, where, you know, I do in between episode stuff. And you can tell me what an idiot I am. And until then, I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.